Hello, hello, good morning. Good morning, good morning. Welcome to SPTV and SPTV Never Ends and Artology. Oh, goodness. I'm tired this morning, but I'm going to do a little bit more clay work. Wait for people to get here. I did move my computer over to my desk. That way I can see the chat better, so that might help. I have so many things I need to do this morning as usual. There's never enough hours in the day for me. I need to condition some clay because I need to, I'm making a veneer, which is exactly like what it sounds. It's just a thin piece of clay that I'm going to put other clay on top of. So I'm running this through my trusty pasta machine, trying to get it conditioned. Except, you know what? I should not be using this. Oh, I wish I had some regular white. I think I'm out of white. Oh, I might have some down here. I have so many books stacked on top of this, I'm afraid to open it. They're all going to slide to the back. Oh, there it goes. Ay, ay, ay. Oh. I'm just pulling out some clay that I have down here. Oh my gosh, everything just fell. I knew that was going to happen. Oh my goodness. Ay, ay, ay. Oh God. One of these days, I will have more space, more places to put things. Hi, Janelle. Good morning, good morning. I'm just kind of finished working on my clay. I meant to come back yesterday afternoon, but we got home so late that yeah, it was too late to go on. I thought I would be home by like 2 o'clock, but we didn't get home till 5 o'clock. By the time I got all of the groceries put away and ate something, it was 7 o'clock, and I did not want to go on that late. Hi, Red. Hi, DOA. It's a fraud. Welcome, welcome, you guys. Okay, I didn't have time to mess with the scooter part today because I went to the dentist, and oh my gosh, it was a nightmare because Richard dropped me off. I forgot my phone, and I don't know his number by heart. I sat there. I was only in the dentist office about 15 or 20 minutes, and I sat there for 2 hours waiting for him. And he finally called up there to see if I was finished. And so he came and got me. Now, the dentist said that I told him I just wanted to get the top done right now, for the cruise, and just a temporary fix. And so they said, okay. And they told me it was still going to be $1,800 out of pocket. And I'm like, I can't do that. I just can't. I said, can you just pull my front tooth and I will go online and you can buy like dentures that you put in boiling water and then you try to fit it to your mouth. Anyway, I'm sure that's a nightmare. And they said, okay. And so when they came to tell me that Richard had called, because I was waiting outside the whole time, they came to tell me that Richard had called, and she said, also, we have it worked out to where you're not going to have to pay anything out of pocket. I'm like, you're kidding me. Oh my gosh, I was so happy. So I go in day after tomorrow, and they're going to make an impression of my mouth and send it off to the place that makes dentures. And they're making a temporary denture. And so that takes about 2.5 weeks. And 2.5 weeks, I go in and they do the extractions. And the same day, I walk out of there with my teeth, my temporary teeth that they're made to last about a year, because that's how long it takes your mouth to heal from all the extractions. So yeah, he said that it's mainly for aesthetics. He said it might not be real comfortable, and it might not fit perfect. I said, I don't care as long as I can smile. And so anyway, in 2.5 weeks, I will look like a different person, you guys. I'm so excited. So excited. So, neat room raid from Keith. That was nice. Hi, No Face. Hi, Fluffer. Welcome, everybody. So anyway, yeah, I will look like a different person. I think my face will fill out, and I'll be smiling without my mouth closed. Yeah, I am so excited. And let's see what else. That's why I didn't have time to work on my scooter part today. And tomorrow I have a doctor's appointment at a new pain management doctor. So hopefully that will go well. You weren't supposed to say room raid. Oh, how come? Anyway, yeah, I am so excited, just so excited. I'm just thrilled to death. And so that means towards the end of December, I'll go in and they'll start on my bottom teeth, because in January my insurance starts over again, and I'll be able to get the bottom teeth all fixed. They're not near as bad as the top. So anyway, Keith is very modest. Okay, well, I'm not going to say anything. I was lurking over there a few minutes ago, just for a few minutes. Yeah, I'm not going to say anything. I won't even remember. I mean, I will, but yeah. Mum's the word. I was lurking over there. I almost said hi to all of y'all. I owe some of you an apology. Like, I have my list. I owe No Face. I already apologized to Papa Smurf in another chat, but I owe No Face and Kimberly Gabaldon, I don't know where my list went, and a couple of other people. An apology because the other morning I thought I scheduled um, myself to go on at 5 a.m., but I pushed the 4 instead of the 5, so it said 4 a.m., but I was the only one that wasn't there, and I felt terrible. So I apologize that I made that mistake, and I'm a lot more careful now. I double check everything I type and before I post it and make sure that it's how I want it to be. Hi, Keith. Welcome. I was lurking over on your channel a little bit ago. Oh, goodness. So, yeah. No Face, I'm so sorry. And I'm not sure. I don't think there's anyone else. I don't think you were there, Fluffer. I wrote down the names of the people, and I just saw the list, but I just had a stack of notebooks and papers fall down. So who knows where that list is? It's probably behind my desk. I'll have to get it out with the broom because I can't reach back there. So yeah, I'm going to a new pain management doctor today. Hopefully he will, I think it's a he doctor. Hopefully he'll find it in his heart to help me. These pain management doctors are really tough, really tough. I have been dealing with them for what, 22 years or 23 years, something like that. My accident was in 2002. So August, I think August 31st, 2002. 30th or 31st, I don't know. It was about a month before my 40th birthday. Yep. Crazy, crazy. Everybody does that from time to time. Yeah. Nora did it once, and it was a couple of hours off. Oh, okay. Oh, thank you, No Face. No Face. Yeah, I knew people would understand. I just felt terrible because so many people showed up. I mean, not a whole lot, but for me, it was a whole lot. Oh, my goodness. I'm working on clay, of course. I went this morning, I started making, I'm going to put my camera down on my desk. This is called a cane. I don't know why they call these canes, but that's what they call them, C-A-N-E. Now, this is a flower. It doesn't look much like a flower right now, but when I left this morning, this was just like a blob of clay that it starts out big, bigger than this even. I have fake gold leaf on it, but these canes, you start slicing. Oh, that's right. This one I messed up on because I put the white squiggles the wrong way. So I don't know what I'm going to end up doing with that. I need to start over. But you can slice a piece off and you get the same thing. Oops, I'm not even on camera, am I? All the way through. It's the same pattern. And what I do is I make like beads out of these. And oops, that's not what I wanted. Oh, where is my, hold on, I have to find my this is so weird. Where my needle tool? I have so many needle tools and now I can't find any of them. That is so weird. Ay, ay, ay. And I even cleaned my desk off. This is so weird. Oh, here's one. Anyway, I push wherever there's an orange line. I'll push the clay in towards the middle. And I turn it over and do the same to the other side. I have gold leaf. Messing this one up, but this is just for demonstration purposes. And so you can see there's like 5 petals. And then I take another clay tool and I'll push down on each petal a little bit just to give it some depth and make it look more like a flower. And then I'll take my needle tool and I'll go all the way through. And that way I can run wire through it and use it for, this is actually a bead. They actually buy these on Etsy, polymer clay beads, and I have a whole drawer full of them, different colors. And anyway, so yeah, I really messed this up. These lines, these white lines, are supposed to be dots. They're lines because I put the clay going the wrong way. But anyway, and so I have an outfit that I'm trying to make some jewelry for, and the pants are orange and green, and so I made this. I put this through an extruder. I'll show you what an extruder is in case you don't know. This is an extruder. This came from the cake decorating department, and you just unscrew it, and it comes with a whole bunch of different, this needs to be cleaned so bad, a whole bunch of different discs. Let me get the clay off of this. Yeah, I keep saying it comes with a whole bunch of different discs like this. And so you put the clay down in here and then you just twist it and it comes out the end. And I did a special technique and I stacked it up on top of each other, and I'm going to roll out a real thin sheet of probably white, and then I'm going to take slices off of this, real thin slices, and put it on top of the white, and then I'll burnish it so it makes the clay level and gets rid of, you know, any bumps and stuff. And then I will take my cookie cutters, which I have a ton of, like little cookie cutters, and I'll make a pendant and earrings. Here's my jewelry cutters. or some of them anyway. And yeah, so that's kind of what I'm working on right now. And this is my scrap clay that I formed into a block because my favorite thing to do is make Natashas. And Natasha, for those of you who don't know, you use scrap clay, or you don't have to use scrap clay, but most people do because it's hard to figure out what to do with all your scrap clay. But once I take a slice off of this, I'm not sure if I mixed the clay up well enough. I kind of did. Okay, I put these two sides together and there, you can see they mirror each other. And I can also turn it and it will mirror itself any way you line it up. This isn't, the clay's a lot brighter in person than it is on the camera. But you start slicing through this and you never get the same design come out. So I love making these. There's another one. Kind of neat. Not my favorite, but I'll slice all the way through it. And if I can't find something I really like, then I will smush the clay back together and try again. But you can only do that so many times, and you'll end up with, once you start over mixing it, you'll end up with stuff like this instead of getting like an image. Anyway, hi Maya. Good morning, good morning. On Tuesdays and Thursdays, okay. What is today? Is Wednesday. So do you want to do it on this Thursday or next Tuesday? It's totally up to you. Yeah, I have a dentist appointment on, wait. My dentist appointment is on Friday, so wait, what is today? I'm so mixed up. Today is Wednesday, right? Yeah, okay. So tomorrow's Thursday. I do have a dentist appointment tomorrow at noon. So I'm kind of thinking next week. Today's Wednesday. I'm kind of thinking next Tuesday because I do have a dentist appointment on Thursday, this Thursday. Anyway, so I am going to, I hate to use this pearl white because I don't have very much of it left. I think I'm going to use, what is this? This is frost white. I think it has like glitter in it. If it catches the light, you can kind of see it. Oh, I was looking down here. That's what I was doing. I was looking, I thought I had some white clay already conditioned and rolled out, but I don't see it. Oh, goodness. Probably down here. Oops. uh, Sorry guys, I'm just trying to find, can't reach everything. Oh my goodness gracious. Well, okay, I give up. I thought I had some black clay and some white clay already conditioned, but obviously if I do, I don't know what I did with it. So yeah, I think Janelle, I am going to use the white, but it's just going to be a backing sheet, so you won't really see it. Thank you, Maya, for putting the links up. Of course, I have a fingernail that I need to glue on real quick. Oh, Lord of mercy. Yeah, Maya, I don't think you were here when I was saying that I didn't go on yesterday afternoon because I got back so late from the dentist and Walmart. We didn't get back till like 5, and then I had to put the groceries away, and I made something to eat, and I cooked my dog's chicken, and by that time it was like 7 o'clock, and it was just too late. So I'll show you what happened to that cane I was working on. It didn't work. I knew the white lines were going to be all wonky, and they are. So I don't know what I'm going to do with this. Who knows? I'll probably use it in a kaleidoscope cane. This white frost clay is not very sticky, though. I wish it were a little more sticky. I have, for those of you who don't know, I have a pasta machine over here that it's 2 rollers that you can adjust, and it conditions clay a lot faster than trying to roll it out by hand. Oh, Maya, I did make that retro this isn't really a cane, I don't think. Maybe it is. Anyway, there's the retro I'm going to put on the white, on top of the white clay, and make a veneer. And I should have cleaned my rollers, but it won't really matter because this is backing clay. It's not like it's going to be seen very much. And sorry, I'm not paying attention to the chat at all, but I know you are all adults and don't need me to constantly be chatting away. Oh, I did get my suitcase today. All I had were like duffel bags, duffel bag style suitcases, and I wanted to get one of those hard shell cases, and I was able to get one today. I didn't get the biggest that they had, but I got a pretty big one. I mean, 8 days to me is a long time. Richard's like, you'll be able to fit everything. I was saying that I maybe should have gotten the bigger one. He's like, women's clothes aren't near as heavy as men's, and you'll be able to fit everything in there. He obviously doesn't remember me very well. I am not a light packer by any means. Plus, we have to have clothes for the daytime, and then a lot of the nights something's going on, and so we'll have to change into nighttime attire. You know what I mean? So, and then by the time I pack all my shoes, I'm going to try not to pack a whole bunch of shoes this time. Okay. So, I have my backing piece. Try to get this camera situated. Oops. Oh, that looks dirty. I better turn it this way. Now, I'm going to just start taking thin slices off of here. Which end do I want to start with? It really doesn't matter, I don't think. And of course it's not straight. I think I'm going to just cut this end piece off. I just straighten it out right here. Let's see. That one turned out okay. I better turn on my big light. I can't see what I'm doing. I'm still getting a shadow. The hardest thing is learning how to cut these slices straight down so they're the same thickness all the way through, and this is thicker on that side than that side. I have not mastered the art of slicing. A lot of people, you can buy machines that slice it for you, and they're pretty expensive. And I have noticed the people that have the slicing machines, they don't use them. So that tells me I don't need one. A panel. Yes, I would love to do a panel too. Is Mama Opal here? Hello, welcome Mama Opal, and anybody else that I may have missed. I don't think I'm going to go back in the chat right now because I'm not good at doing that anyway. But I need to try to get these a little thinner. The thinner the better, because I am trying to make a veneer, and veneers are thin. But I just think this is so cool. And you wouldn't believe how I did this. All I did was I took different colors of clay and I rolled them out like this white, and then I took this small little cutter and I cut out a bunch of circles in pearl white, peacock blue, the orange, and the green. Pearl white, peacock blue, orange, green. What color am I missing? I think I had 5 colors. Excuse me. Anyway, so I cut out a bunch of circles and then I stacked them up in order. I had a stack and I put that stack down into my extruder and started twisting them out, and you end up with, well, I don't want to take this apart, but you can see I ended up with like a little square, and then I cut the squares and stacked them and ended up with this. Oh, I did move my computer, oops, to my desk, so it makes the chat a lot easier to see. I'm just going to go back a little bit because I saw something about Janelle. See, Janelle works in clay also, so she knows what I'm talking about. Thin slices mean that cane work goes further. Yes, more beads out of the work in the end. Yep. So many talented people in my Keith, you are right. There are so many talented people in this community. It's amazing. It blows my mind. Purging gives you anxiety. Well, Maya, you are the art supply hoarder, right? Oh, goodness. Buffalo. Wow. Are you going to see Clearwater Chad? He lives there. My sister's first husband was from Buffalo. She lived in Buffalo for a long time back in the 80s. I've never been to New York. You're right, Mama Opal. It's hard for me to get rid of stuff because I never know when I'm going to need it. That is so funny. No, Buffalo doesn't have a baseball team. I used to love baseball. When I lived outside of San Francisco in the mid to late 90s, the guy I dated, him and his brother had season tickets to the Giants, and they were real good seats. And it was right after the new stadium had just been built. and they worked out of town a lot, so I would have tickets, and I would call up my girlfriends, and we would all go down to San Francisco, go to the game, and then of course, go out after the game till all hours. And I was the biggest San Francisco Giants fan you could imagine. That was when Barry Bonds was there. Yeah, Clearwater Chad lives in Buffalo. He does, he does. He's such a nice guy. I really like him. I got to know him a little bit when they were doing that fundraiser, the last fundraiser that they did, for that Poe and Marilyn and Chad did. I was on his stream. Gosh, he didn't go on till I think around midnight or something. And I went on soon after that, and I just stayed the whole night. It was fun. I met a few people. I got to put a face to the name. That's always fun to do because, there's so many of us in the chats, and we feel like we know each other, but we don't know what each other looks like, usually. Oh, you're working on that painting? Okay, good, Maya. Good, good, good. I'll be interested to see what you turn out. Mama Opal, you go through creating phases. Oops. I'm losing the chat. I don't have anywhere to put my mouse pad. I always go back too far. Paper art, then mixed media, book making, crochet, painting. Cool. I have a lot of paper. I don't have a Cricut machine. Is that what they're called, Cricut or Circuit machine? But I have a little machine that does some cutting using the dies, and I think I have an embossing machine. I don't know. I haven't used them yet. Janelle Pup Groomer Tilty are a few you have seen that are talented. Yes. There's a lot of people out there. I make jewelry, Keith, actually. Let me show you my latest. When you work with I've only been working with polymer clay for about a year, and you always end up with a lot of scrap clay, and you're always trying to figure out what to do with it, because most of it is, let me show you. I have a pile of scrap clay. Most of it is this ugly gray color. So I saw a lady a few weeks ago, and she made a pendant with scrap clay, and she painted it. And so I decided this is using ugly scrap clay, and I put some Swarovski crystals in there, and then I just used acrylic paints, and then I made the chain and I just added different beads and crystals. But I make all kinds of jewelry too. I work with sterling silver and copper. And this past year, I have incorporated polymer clay into it. I have like trays and trays. This is just one tray of pendants. These are all Natasha's. When I was showing you the clay that mirrored itself, like this is an early pendant. It's kind of big. That's resin. That's why it's so shiny. I mean, I have a ton of these. I need to make into necklaces and earrings. That one is similar. This one's kind of pretty. But yeah. And then I, of course, make like these are 2 flower beads from canes that I made. That's purple. Sometimes these colors don't show up very well. So I have this. I tried to make it look like it was enamel. It kind of turned out looking like enamel. I like it. But anyway, I just have tons of these because I am totally addicted to making those Natasha. They're called Natasha beads, but these aren't really beads. These are pendants. So I don't know. Here's a real early one. You can turn these either way. And everybody sees something different. It's kind of like looking at the ink blots, you know, everybody, not everybody, but people see different things. I mean, and I have just about every color imaginable. Here's greens and blues and purples and yellows. But anyway, I have no business making more of this stuff. But I'm thinking if I ever get my Etsy shop up and going, I will have plenty to sell. That's for sure. I'm way behind on in the chat. Bye, Mama Opal. So I'm going to put the camera back down here because I'm going to try to get this ready to go, and oops, ready to go in the oven. Oops, I have my computer on my desk and my my mouse, and it's a small desk, believe me. So let's see. I'm just going to start placing these on here. I better straighten this out or else I'll be sorry. Let's see. There, that's a little better. Maya, were you here when when I was telling everybody what happened at the dentist. Did you hear that story? Oh shoot. Okay. Now this, I'm just going to start lining these up on here. Oops. Ah. Oh, you didn't. Okay. So I go in there and tell them, I just need a temporary fix because I'm going on vacation next month. And they said come in and they would look at what's going on and be able to give me some options. Well, he said, yes, we can help you. Long story short, it was going to cost $1,800 out of pocket. And I'm like, never mind. I'm sorry. I can't afford that right now. And I said, can you just pull this one tooth and I will go online and order the do-it-yourself um, things that they have. And so they scheduled an appointment to extract the tooth. And Richard and P had gone home because it was too hot. He didn't want to wait in the office. It was too hot for them to wait outside. And so they went home, but I didn't know they had gone home. Plus, I had forgotten my phone, and I don't have Richard's number memorized. So I sat outside for almost 2 hours waiting for him to come back. He finally ended up calling the dentist office, and they told him I was finished, and they came out and told me that he was on his way. And the lady said, oh, I have good news for you. She said, we've worked it out, so you can go ahead and get a temporary denture, and you won't have to spend anything out of pocket. I almost started crying. I was so grateful and so happy. So in 2.5 weeks, I will have teeth again. Isn't that wonderful? And it's not going to cost me anything. That's the amazing part. I better turn this way so I can keep things lined up. Yeah, it is amazing because I was really disappointed when they told me it was going to be $1,800 out of pocket. Oops, these are coming apart. Ay, ay, ay. So you will see a new Kelly in 2.5 weeks. I am just trying to keep these lined up here. Okay. Almost got this covered. Let's see, I need 2. And I don't even think I need to, well, I already have it. I guess I'll go ahead and fill up that side while I'm that's not right. I need 2 more slices. Or no, I don't. I need 1 more. Thinking out loud. Oops. Okay. Oh, shoot. They're coming apart when I'm... That's too thick. That is way thicker than the other ones. I need to concentrate on this. There, that's much better. Much better. Okay. Oops. So, not to bring up someone that I think is an idiot sometimes. I don't know if y'all know that Thomas M.U. Anderson. He's one of the ones that rags on Aaron a lot and Nora. I think he might have been in Scientology, but I'm not sure. And I forget what makes me think that. Oh, I think it's something Diane or Marissa said about him that makes me think that he was in Scientology. But anyway, he made a video about Reese day before yesterday or yesterday, I don't remember, and he got so many things wrong in it. I mean, he has some nerve because he didn't even know that Reese and Jeff were married. He's like, oh, they dated and had a strange relationship. Yeah, he didn't even know that they oops, that always happens. The handle broke off of this blade. And he said a few other things that were just off the wall, crazy, loco. And so I'm going to make a video after this, and it's not going to be as mean as I usually get because I'm going to try to stop being that mean unless it's called for. Sorry, I just had to say that. I'm terrible. I'm really not that mean, but anyway, I'm going to go on there and set his butt straight. He also said, listen to this, y'all. He also said that Reese was staying with Aaron for a little while after she got out because he was helping her out. Now, he must have seen when she went, to Clearwater, when she made that trip to Clearwater, and she was supposed to stay at Aaron's house, but they went to Starbucks and they both ended up getting sick, and she ended up not staying at Aaron's house. Okay, I'm rolling this out because it's so unlevel and I need it to be level, or else it won't look right when it's made into a pendant or earrings. But anyway, yeah, and Aaron did not take care of Reese for a little while when when she left Scientology. And he said a few other things. I have it all written down, but I am going to set the record straight. He probably will never see it, but you never know. I might email him just to let him know that I made a video correcting his errors. I'm going to run this through the pasta. Maybe I'm not, because if I do, it will distort it. I'm going to burnish it though, and I do that with my finger because the heat from my finger helps. I'm just trying to make this all even. And since I can't slice the same thickness every time, there's a little unevenness going on. A little space there, but I don't think that's going to matter. So this works pretty good with your finger. I have to do it a lot when I make the Natasha beads, because usually this line you can see it. This one you can't see very good, but usually the line shows, and you don't want that line going right down the middle if you can help it. Sometimes you can't help it, but I know, Janelle. I don't know. I just get so mad at these people that make their hate videos, and I'm such a little channel. I know they don't see my videos when I do them, because I've never gotten any backlash whatsoever. That tells me that they haven't seen them, because they call people out. They called out Susie Oberhurt. She's the latest. Anyway. Yeah, I'm sure Reese, I'm sure she probably hasn't even seen that video, and I'm sure she doesn't care. I have a real low spot right here. Oh well. I'm tempted to run this through the pasta machine, but I'm afraid I'll distort it. But you know what? If I distort it, I still have plenty left that I can work with. So I think I will run this through on the thickest setting, of course. That way it will even it out even better. Of course, the rollers are never straight, so I got a wonky piece of, I really stretched it up here, but I think it's still okay. I put the parchment paper underneath so I can turn it when I'm about to use the cookie cutters. Yeah, you're right, Maya. You like wonky? Yeah. Yeah, you're right. Wonky does work with this design. It really does. Okay, let's see. And I think I'm still going to need, I'm going to have to, just thinking out loud. I'm going to have to have another backing piece because this is just too thin for a pendant. So, but I'll go ahead and cut it out. I've been wanting to use this for a while. So, boy, what a difference running it through the machine. It's all level now. That is, and it doesn't really matter where I start cutting from because it all looks good. I'm thinking I kind of like the wonkiness part right here where it curves. But maybe I'll, oh, I like this one too. These two, I think I'm gonna, alrighty, it really doesn't matter. Cool. Oops. And this one, I do like that curve. Another cool one. I think these are gonna go with my pants very well. Okay. Now I do want to make, I think I'm gonna make a smaller one, and then I want to have, let me grab one of these. Hold on. Let's see what I'm trying to grab. I do want to have a place to put like a fake bevel around it. So I'm going to cut this out that size and then use the bigger one for the backing piece. So where is it? Good curve. I don't know, maybe there. And oh, I need to make some earrings, don't I? I'll have to remember to cut one from the front and then turn it over and cut one from the back, or else I will have two earrings going the same direction and it looks stupid. I guess these oops, turn this over. Alrighty. Cool. I need some earrings that shape. Oops. Let's see. Now I could cut. I might cut a hole out of this just for something different. Move some of this stuff. Like right there. I have it going, trying to line up. Oh well, I might have messed that up. No, that's fine. That wasn't a very clean cut. See, that one's going to have a hole. I should have waited till I put the other backing piece on though. I didn't even think of that, because it's better to make a cut like that through both pieces. You know what I mean? Anyway, okay. Where was I? Oh, I need to make some earrings that shape. Seems like I'm missing. There should be one smaller than this. Maybe I put it in the wrong place. I don't see it in there. There's more cutters. Oh dear. Yeah, I don't know what happened to. It seemed like I had one smaller than that. Oh, maybe not. I don't know. I don't know. So, I have to cut one of these from the back also, so I don't end up with two facing the same direction. Trying to figure out where to go on here. I don't know. Maybe this will be okay. It's not as orange as the other one, but that's okay. They don't have to be. Okay. I'm tired this morning. I'm going to take a nap after I get off of here, so I'm not tired for my appointment this afternoon. I think I'll wait and cut the rest another time. I don't know what I'm going to do with the rest of that. Anyway, I'm going to take a little break from that. Let me go back in this chat a little bit. What a mess. These glasses are so heavy. They fall. They fall. I wonder if I can put this handle back together. Oh, I can. I can put that back on my blade. Oh, I dropped it. Oh well. These lights are so hot. Whew. I get so hot under those bright lights. Yeah, you're right. Janelle, I could get 2 more pendants out of here and more earrings too. And I still have a big block of it left. I do want to make another flower cane like I did this morning, except this time I want to put the white dots going the correct way so they don't turn out like squiggly lines. They'll turn out like they're supposed to, like speckles. Oh, I've got to call about that scooter part. I should make myself do that before I take a nap. Sometimes I just hate making phone calls. I don't know why. Oh, excuse me. I start yawning and I start fading pretty fast. Let's see. What does AEIOU mean, you guys? I mean, is Fluffer still here? I think, didn't I see that on one of your paintings? And I've heard you say it before, but I'm not sure what it means. I mean, I know they're vowels, but what's the meaning of AEIOU? It's a tone drill. Oh, okay. I get it. A tone drill. Wow. There's just when you think you've heard, you know, you hear so much about Scientology, and then there's just more stuff comes out, and more stuff, and more stuff, and more stuff. And I know Nora said that they have told us so much, but she said that there's still so much more that she could educate us about. You know, that's amazing. The scientists report AIOU in different tones, and the other has to guess the tone. I think, oh my gosh, of course, those crazy, crazy people. L. Ron Hubbard is just so disgusting. I can't even watch him. I can't imagine being a child having to listen to his lectures. Can you imagine? And like the scientists normalized L. Ron Hubbard for those children. I'm sure they noticed that he was kind of weird looking and his teeth were yucky. I just can imagine what was going through their minds, you know, when they were young. And they didn't know that, you know, they didn't know anything about cults or what they were being put through was wrong. I mean, I know I know it was uncomfortable for them. They've said that, and um, but a lot of them, like Aaron said, once he got out, for a long time he didn't even realize that what he was put through was abuse. You know, because how would you know if that's all you know? Then of course you don't think the adults are abusing you. Um, but they weren't shown love. That's so sad. So sad. You were told by an ex-Scientologist that it's a secret that all Scientologists know about it. You need a shower. You stink. We can't smell you, Keith. uh, you don't need a shower to us. Got to, oh, I just have so much I need to do. I keep saying that. I just wish there were two of me, or I wish there were more hours in the day. Remember how the days when you were a kid or in school, even how slow the days would go by? Oh my gosh. And like it seemed like forever until it was Christmas, or like and your birthday. It always took so long for your birthday to come around, especially like when you were turning 16, or even turning 13, turning into a teenager. And when I was growing up in Texas, you only had to be 18 to drink or to go in a bar or to buy alcohol. So it seems like it took forever to turn 18. Yep. I was going in bars in Houston, Texas, dating the manager, going in fancy bars like where the Houston Oilers and the Houston Astros would go. It was a private club. And of course, my birthday's in towards the end of September, so I started school early. And so I graduated high school when I was 17, and I wasn't supposed to be getting into the bars, because you had to be 18. But the manager started hitting on me, and of course I thought that was just wonderful. And how old was he? Like late 20s, I'm sure. I don't even remember, but he was a lot older than me. L. Ron Hubbard tried to walk into a bar. The bouncer pointed at the sign that said, "No truth, no teeth, no service." So, they wouldn't serve me right now because of my teeth. 10.5 hours a day. Oh my goodness. You can, Fluffer? Really? Drink, vote, and you can drive at 16 here. But you only have to be 18 to drink in the UK? I didn't know that. Wow. That's good to know. Um, wow, I had no clue. No clue. I actually got my driver's license when I was 15 because at the time they had what was called a hardship license. And if you were from like a broken family, um, and you had younger siblings and you had a job, you could get they would let you get your license at 15. So it would, in theory, help the family out, you know. But you had to have a job and you had to be going to school full time. And I think your parents, I don't know if your parents had to be divorced or not. That is wild. Yeah, that's wild. It's been 21 here for many, many years. I'm not sure exactly when it changed, but I graduated high school in 1980, and you only had to be 18 at that time. I don't think it was long after that that they changed. Um, I know, I think at first it was kind of state by state. The drinking age was slowly starting to turn to 21, and eventually every state made it 21. I don't know if that was a federal law. I kind of think it's a state law, but I don't know. You were 18 going to raves. They go until 6 a.m. Yep. And you do the walk of shame, walking past people going to early church service. That's funny. That is funny. Here too, drive and drink beer and wine when you're 18. Not at the same time, though. You can drink vodka when you're 20. Oh, wow. You don't even have to be 21. You only have to be 20, huh? Yep, you have to be 21 here to drink. You can buy cigarettes at 18, and you can vote at 18, and you can drive at 16. But to drink, you have to be 21. 21 means nothing there. Wow. Yeah, and y'all are a little bit more liberal across the pond. I know, I'm pretty sure, well, I know in the UK the prison sentences aren't near as long as they are in the United States. I'm pretty sure we have some of the toughest sentencing guidelines in the whole world. Yeah, I'm pretty sure about that. I made my coffee and only drank half of it. Now it's too cold to drink. Maybe the top 10 in the world. Yeah, probably. Yeah, you're probably right about that. I know Russia is tough, and I know like the what are those countries called? The Arab countries. I think they're pretty tough. China's tough. Of course, the communist countries are going to be tough. You're right about that, Maya. Ask me how I know. Absent. Yeah, absinthe. That's real strong alcohol, right? There are countries you can't even go to because of your sexuality. Wow. Well, I can't go to Australia because I'm a felon. They won't even let me visit. And I never knew that until a couple of months ago. I've never tried to go there, but yeah, um, to me, that's crazy. I did my time. I paid my debt to society. I haven't gotten in trouble since. You probably can't go to the U.S. I thought it was pretty easy to come here. Am I wrong? Oh, if you fly to Mexico, you can walk across our southern border right now. It's free reign, and they'll even pay you. They'll give you money and food and health care. Yeah, more than I get if you're an illegal alien right now. Yeah. So if you want to come, now would be the time. You shot a little video with some polymer covered eggs you made. Oh, cool. Cool, cool, cool. Can I vote? Yeah, I can. Um, and I didn't know that until recently, and I didn't get registered. I probably still have time to register. I should vote. I think I will. I think I will register. Um, used to, you would have to go in front of a judge and get um, your rights restored, but I don't think you have. I think there's only a few states that you have to do that now. Um, Richard votes, and he's a felon. Why can some felons vote? Yes, there are different laws in different states. I mean, I'm pretty sure that's how it used to be anyway. Like I said, excuse me, they you used to have to go in front of a judge, and not all states would restore your rights. But I heard not too long ago that seems like I heard that I want to say that I know you don't have to go in front of a judge anymore in every state. There might be a few you still have to. I don't know. I should Google that. Yeah, it seems like I heard something about it being federal now that the ex-felons can vote, but you still can't have a firearm. No, no, no. We're not allowed to protect ourselves and our families. Nope. Isn't that crazy? I mean, they say, do the crime, do the time, pay your debt to society. Okay, so you successfully do that, and you're still not, you're still, you still go around with that over your being a felon the rest of your life. They just they don't do your time and then your slate's wiped clean. You're still punished your whole life. Your whole life you're punished for it. It doesn't matter if you did your time or not. I think it's crazy that we're not allowed to protect ourselves. Not that I would ever go and buy a gun. I don't like guns. I don't know how to shoot a gun. I've never even held a gun. So it really doesn't bother me. I mean, it bothers me that we're not allowed to, but personally doesn't affect me because I wouldn't go buy a gun and have one. It is sad. No, they say, they make it sound like um, once you do your time and pay your debt to society, that, everything's fine and dandy, but it's not. It's like you have a cloud over your head the rest of your life. And yes, Janelle, some convictions you can go to court and get your record expunged. Get this, you guys. I have oh, I just lost my train of thought. Oh, I have a violent charge. I was in a wheelchair when I got my charges, and I'll tell you what happened in a minute. But so my charges, I'm considered a violent criminal. Okay. Yeah, I was in a wheelchair. People said, "What'd you do? Throw your chair at somebody?" I'm like, no. There were two guys and a girl at my house, and there was this other guy that he had asked me if he could borrow a few of my prescription pills, pain medication, and I considered him a friend, and so I let him. And when he got his prescription, he didn't want to pay me back, and I got so angry because that meant that I would run out and I would be in pain. I would run out early. And so he was leaving my house one night, and two of my other friends had heard the story, and they saw how mad I was, and they knew he was at my house. Well, they jumped him when he was getting in his car, and it was two guys against this one. The guy that borrowed my prescription, it's this real little guy. I mean, not much bigger than me. And these two guys that jumped him were big, big guys. And they totally overreacted. One guy hit him in the face with a baseball bat and broke out his teeth. And so the girl that was there, she was like 8 months pregnant, and she turned us in, and she got probation. And I had to take the same charges that the two guys that did it got. I had to take the violent charges, and I ended up getting 3 years, and the guy that hit him with the bat got 8 years, and the other guy got 4 years, and the girl got probation. She was a real friend. But anyway, yeah, so my charges are violent. I don't think you can get violent charges expunged, but I'm not sure. I've never checked into it. Yeah, and it is expensive. I'm sure you would probably have to have an attorney to help you do that. You can vote after you're 18 no matter what. You can even vote when you are sitting in jail. You're kidding me. Oh my. What a riot. people in jail can vote. Wow. That is so strange to me, to this American. It's funny. Yeah, I think a lot of countries, they're a little bit nicer to their criminals than Americans are. You've been watching cop videos from the US and you guys get arrested over there for, you are right, Maya. It is crazy. And the police can be so bad because they lie all the time. You know, there's so many people. There's still people sitting in jail or prison, I mean. They are still in prison from the 1970s and 80s for getting busted with less than an ounce of weed. They are sitting in jail or prison still. I think they're starting to let them out, but they used to way over sentence just for marijuana. It was crazy. Yep. And you know, like they can't pull you over unless there's probable cause. Well, probable cause can be anything. If you swerve in your own lane, that can be probable cause, you know. It's crazy. Crazy, crazy. And there's so many police that aren't nice. They're on such an ego trip. Um, and after watching these the LAPD Hollywood division, watching their antics, I mean, I would be embarrassed if I lived in Hollywood and had to admit that our police were that crooked. It blows my mind what the Hollywood division of the LAPD does. I think it's slowed down a little bit, though. I mean, I imagine they're going to keep losing these court cases, and I saw that Danny got assigned the same judge that DOA had, which is wonderful because that judge is going to see, Scientology trying to make a case out of nothing. And that judge I imagine, is going to be sick of Scientology taking up so much, wasting so much time and money in court. One cop stopped a car because they had been parked outside the gas station a bit longer than what was normal. Yeah, I know. It's crazy. I'm telling you, it's crazy. You hope Biden will finally pardon all the weed crims before he leaves office. Is that on the schedule to happen, Janelle? I don't put much faith in that happening, but you know how I feel about the current powers that be. Yeah, so I guess Moxon petitioned for a change of judges, so they gave them a different judge, excuse me, then Danny's attorney, once they assign another judge, Danny's attorney petitioned for a different judge, and they granted her. They said yes to her also, and they only get one. They can only ask for a different judge one time each. So, third strike. Third strike's bad. If you get convicted, 3 strikes and you're out. That means you can get a life sentence. And I think it used to be, don't quote me here, that I was going to say if you were convicted of the same crime 3 times, then the third time you get a life sentence. But I'm pretty sure it doesn't matter. If you're convicted 3 times, a lot of states, you'll get a life sentence. 3 strikes and you're out. Yeah, it's tough. Yeah. No, Maya, I'm telling you, that's why I said I think the United States has some of the harshest sentences in all of the world. I mean, I've heard that all my life. Well, not all my life, but all my adult life. And I believe it. I truly believe it. And there's a lot of sentences that the judges have no choice. Like there's mandatory, it's called mandatory minimum. So if you get convicted of arson, say, there's a minimum number of years that you're going to get sentenced, and the judge cannot override that and cannot change it. It's mandatory that they get at least, say, 10 years. And there's no changing it because it's a mandatory minimum. Now, the judge can sentence you higher than that, but they can't sentence you lower than the mandatory minimum. Yeah. You get, hi, Scientology up north. Welcome. Thank you for all the work you do. Y'all are awesome over there. Yeah, you get people who do a small thing years later, and a mandatory harsh sentence must be levied. Yeah, because there's no, like, your record follows you. Even though you do your time, like I said, you go, it's still, your record is still there. So if you do something when you're young and dumb and you get convicted, and then say you get a felony DUI after that, no one gets hurt, but you get a felony DUI, that counts as your second conviction. And then maybe 20 or 30 years down the line, you might get another felony DUI, or I don't know, something small. That would be your third strike. And you could be 70 years old, and they'll sentence you to life. I mean, I've seen it happen. Very harsh. Very harsh. You try your best, but yeah, y'all do need more people. You do. Um, yeah, Maya, they should, you know, I took a criminal justice class in college, and um, it was so crazy. Like some states are better at rehabilitating than other states. But pretty much they just say they don't have the money for rehabilitation, and they just, they get you in there and you're just part of the system. Oh my goodness. Yeah, like I was saying, y'all do need more people. Bless your hearts. Hopefully that will happen in the near future. You never know. All we can do is just keep on keeping on. I don't live near an org, so I can't protest. And right now I don't drive. I'm in a wheelchair, so I think I could still drive. I let my license expire because I have a speeding ticket I need to pay. But even if I had a car, I don't know if I could drive. I think I am going to try to save up and get a car. But I would probably get hand controls. If I had a car with hand controls, I would be buzzing all over these United States, protesting, going to different orgs. I love to travel, like, get in my car and just drive and go someplace. Excuse me. Excuse me. Goodness. I'm going to mute this just for a minute. Okay. Back to polyclay. Wait, I missed that. Let me scroll back a little bit. The eggs in your little video are covered with scrap clay, and some are shakers, rice and beads inside rattle when you shake them. Oh, cool. Cool, cool, cool. Oh, cool. I'll be interested to go look at that. Thanks, Janelle, for making that video. In Oregon, your constitution mandates rehabilitation. Punishment is unconstitutional here, and yet we have death penalty. Oh, well, that makes a lot of sense, huh? Oh, goodness. That's crazy. That is crazy. Oh, my goodness. You wish you lived in the southern part of Norway. Oh, then you could go with them. Yeah. Yeah, I know. That is crazy, huh, Maya? We hope the big publicity will bring more ex-members and never ends out to protests. Yes, I hope that for you guys too. Yes, I have a little bit of movement, but I have no balance at all. And my legs have atrophied a lot, and the past 2 years, the muscles have gotten real short. I need to start stretching because I'm losing what little movement I have left. I'm losing it fast because I need to stretch. And my good leg is now worse than my bad leg. And it's from not stretching and walking. It's so painful to walk, though. Oh, Lord. I have to use a walker, but it's just still so painful. you want to go out to educate people around here, but they haven't even heard about Scientology. Wow. Okay, it finished. Okay, Janelle, I can't wait to see it. Yeah, I was thinking about going to the shopping center where I go all the time. It's about 2 miles from here, and having flyers about Scientology just to raise awareness. And I have a whole bunch of chalk that I want to use because when I was planning on going to Austin, I bought a whole bunch of chalk and some neat chalk tools. But I don't know if I can. I need to find out if I'm allowed to use the chalk in the shopping center. If not, there's a sidewalk that runs all the way around the shopping center that's public. That's public property, so I could do it on the sidewalk, but I just haven't. It's too hot to do it right now. I'll probably do it this fall and winter. Yes, Janelle, a pool is great exercise for someone like me. It really is. It takes the weight off of my legs. Yeah. Best thing about the movement is that not all the activists need to show up physically. Yeah. Yeah, but oh, it's a dream of mine to go out and protest for some reason. I've just always wanted to do that since they first started doing it. Winter's going to be long and you can't go out. I live in Florida, so in the winter it's perfect weather here. It gets like real cold and a little windy only about 2 or 3 days in the winter. You know, we have really mild, and I'm up in northern Florida, right up at the top of the state, and it's not as warm as the rest of Florida, but it's still real nice during the winter here. It's perfect time to be outside. Shopping centers are usually private. Yeah, I know they are. Colleges and high schools. Well, the thing is, I depend on Richard, to drive me to these places, and I can get him to drop me off at the shopping center, but I wouldn't even ask him to take me. There's no college close to here, and the closest high school is probably about 6 miles from here. I mean, that doesn't seem very far, but the road you have to go down is always bumper to bumper traffic, and he hates to go down that road. But anyway, well, I think I'm gonna hop off, you guys. It's been right at 2 hours, and it's light outside now. I'm gonna eat and try to stay awake long enough to call about my scooter part before I take my nap. I'll take my dog for a walk. I'll watch Janelle's video while I'm eating. There's only a tiny little org in the Capitol there. They're not considered a religion there. Good. And they have to pay taxes. Wow. Huh. Interesting. Interesting. So I want to thank everybody that's here, everybody that said hi, and hi to all of you who didn't say hi. I love it that you're in the background helping me with my watch hours. That's so nice of you. And I love talking to my friends and new people that pop in. That's lovely to see. And I will see you guys, I'm thinking tomorrow. Y'all have a beautiful day. And oh, no, thank you. Thank you. And thanks, Maya, for helping out and doing all those links and everything you do to help me. And Janelle, I love talking to you. Okay. It's less than 2 minutes. Oh, okay. Okay, hon. I will talk to y'all later. Thanks again. Have a good day. Bye now.